On the 6th of January 2025, at 11:15 in the morning, a man named David Morrow was sitting in the balcony of his apartment enjoying the view of the Pacific Ocean. It was a normal day as usual. Then, about 5 miles away from his apartment, he saw a fire with raging sparks on the hills of Pacific Palisades. Within just an hour, this fire spread so much that the smoke completely hid the mountain. If seen in satellite view, this fire was first reported on the hills of Palisades. But after a few hours, it spread to the areas of Eaton, Hurst, Kenneth, Getty, Skirball and San Fernando. At the time when this fire broke out, winds of 100 kilometers per hour were blowing here, whose direction was from inland towards the ocean. Now the question arises here, that if the fire first started in Palisades, which is very close to the ocean, then from there the fire spread in the opposite direction of the wind. How did it spread 30 to 40 kilometers away? Once again, happiness in Zem TV's videos. Viewers, this fire has devastated an area of total 3,800 acres or 150 square kilometers. More than 12,000 buildings and houses have been destroyed in 180,000 people have left their homes. This is the most devastating fire in the history of Los Angeles, which has not been completely extinguished even during the production of this video. Every possible effort to extinguish the fire seems to be failing. Water bombers are throwing 45,000 liters of water at a time, which seem like a few drops in front of this fire. Special chemicals are also being thrown with the help of water bombers, but all the efforts seem to be going waste in front of nature. California already faces water shortage, due to which fire hydrants were often empty. Due to spreading in 7 different areas, fire fighters and their equipment also got divided, and on top of that, when 70 to 100 km/h winds fell on the fire started flaring up even more. Before knowing the real reason for the spread of the Los Angeles wildfire, California before wildfires have attacked. If we look at the data of the last 25 years, California has been a hot spot for wildfires. In the year 2003, the Cedar Fire attacked 27,300 acres in San Diego County. The fire that broke out on the 25th of October died down on the 4th of November 2003. In 2017, the Tubbs Fire burnt 36,000 acres. And this also happened in the month of October. Again in 2017, Thomas Fire reduced 28,000 acres to ashes. This fire started in December and ended in January. On the 8th of November 2018, Camp Fire burnt 5 lakh acres and ended after 17 days on the 25th of November. Similarly, in 2020, Glass Fire attacked 6,700 acres. And this also started in September and ended after a whole month in October. If we look at the dates of all these wildfires, then one thing is very common in them. Winters, that is, these wildfires have happened only in the winter months. And now the Los Angeles wildfire also happened in the peak winters, so what is the reason that in the history of California, most of the wildfires have happened only in winters? The answer to this question is hidden in a phenomenon called Santa Ana winds. Yes, Santa Ana winds are hot and dry winds that blow in Southern California and Baja California, especially during autumn and winters. If seen on Google Earth, there is only desert far and wide in the east of California, which is also called Mojave Desert or Great Basin. The heat of the sun heats up the desert, due to which the air pressure here starts increasing. On the other hand, if we talk about the ocean, then the air here is cold and the pressure is low. We had read in the 6th grade that air travels from high pressure to low pressure. The more the difference in pressure, the faster the air will travel, and something similar happens here as well. Santa Ana winds move rapidly from southeast California towards the ocean. These dry and hot winds suck the moisture from wherever they pass. due to which this entire region becomes dry in this season. Bushes and trees dry up completely, which causes a lot of damage. They become easily flammable due to Santa Ana winds, which make the entire forest a fuel for wildfires. If a fire breaks out by mistake, the strong winds further inflame the fire. The burning coal spreads rapidly and the wildfire goes out of control in a blink of an eye. Now, it should be that the wildfire should spread in the direction in which the wind is blowing. But in the case of Los Angeles, the exact opposite was seen. The fire was first seen near the Palisades, which is close to the ocean, and later it spread to the inland areas. Why is this so? To understand the real reason behind this, we have to understand an interesting phenomenon called mountain wave rotor. The side of the mountain on which the wind hits directly is called the windward side, and the other side of the mountain where the wind has to go is called the leeward side. What happens is that when the windward side stops the air at the same time, a vortex effect is created on the leeward side, and in this vortex the air keeps moving in a circular manner. That is, the direction of the wind above the mountain is in one direction and below the mountain the direction of the wind moves in the other direction. This phenomenon has a very big role in the case of Los Angeles too. Palisades is the leeward side where the fire was first reported, the opposite direction from the top of the mountain was generated in, which became the biggest reason for the fire to spread to the inland areas. Once a wildfire grows very much, then it gives rise to many strange phenomena. Some such phenomena are also very difficult to predict. One of these is fire tornado. This is a rare and dangerous phenomenon that is formed during intense wildfires. It is like a tornado, but it has only fire and heat inside it. The unbelievable heat generated by a wildfire heats up the surrounding air immediately and pulls it upwards. Due to the heat, the hot air rises very fast and cold air from below comes to fill that space. This updraft creates a rotational motion. The vortex even more. Making. Now this fire tornado dominates the wind blowing in the area and starts generating its own wind, whose direction is also very difficult to predict. But there are high chances that it will increase the wildfire upwards along with the mountain. Wildfire is a reality, and due to climate change, it is found more frequently in the coming years. That America also has the latest technology to control wildfires. First of all, real-time data of the temperature and spread of the wildfire is taken using infrared cameras. With the help of satellites, the size and location of the fire is monitored. Nowadays, with the help of artificial intelligence, the direction of spread of the fire is also predicted, and then all this information is sent to the firefighters. The firefighters try to spray chemicals around the area where the fire has broken out so that the fire does not spread much. But in Los Angeles, when the firefighters first controlled the fire in one area, the fire used to spread to other places through the wind. The first recorded wildfire in the history of America broke out near Michigan in the year 1871. In this wildfire, 12 lakh acres were reduced to ashes and 2,500 places were burnt. From the Pestigo fire of 1871 to today's Los Angeles wildfire, nature is indicating to us that controlling fire is still almost impossible, but if we try to understand nature and try to live according to climate change instead of fighting it, then perhaps the cycle of wildfires can be stopped again. Hope you all will like and share this video of Zen TV as well. Thank you very much for your loving comments. See you in the next amazing video.